I keep getting these like mystery cramps in my uterus.
Hey, have you ever? This is
Yes.
something I was thinking about.
Most
Not
likely,
too-
yes.
Not too long ago. Like, have you ever had like a weird dick pain? Like the head of your dick hurts.
Mm.
And it's kind of like you have an idea what it is, but you're not sure. And you look down, you really can't see it. You look at it, there's nothing wrong with it. Then you get in the shower, you soap up, and you're washing your fucking junk in another region and your taint and all that shit. And then something pulls, as you pull your hand away, it pulls the head of your dick. And then it's a hair. And it's not a pubic hair. It's not one of your hairs. It's like your wife's hair. And not because she goes down on you, because we're married. That shit don't happen.
No.
It's because she washes her clothes with your clothes. And your underwear gets caught up with all this fucking hair.
Okay.
And then it gets wrapped around it. Some reason it just can't stick to your leg or the bottom of your ball sack.
No,
it's got to wind its way around your head. And it's like fucking piano wire.
Yes, it looks
I
like
thought my fucking dick was going to get recircumcised in the shower 20 minutes ago. I was
dick has a mob hit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, that happened to me one time. I remember figuring out it's a hair, and I kept like pulling on the hair, and my dick is doing this. Yeah.
It's like a fucking marionette.
Yeah. I'm a real boy.
And I'm like,
fuck that shit.
Jesus Christ, this shit is everywhere.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You know,
this is not a smart choice that I'm pounding a 5-hour energy to stay awake at 9 o'clock and putting it in my gut on top of a fuckload of Cajun food and 3 Busch Lights before I fucking do what we're about to do.
Sure. I already had a very big poo situation today. Last night I decided to have curry, which is Indian for diarrhea.
Such an idiot.
And then today's workout had 200 and something fucking jump ropes, and then like squats and something else. Every time I squatted, you know, like the poo plug that you have, you know, it's diarrhea, but for some reason your body's like, I'm going to give them like a natural plug. But the second that one breaches the opening, game on.
Yeah. I that's one thing I don't think my body could tolerate. I've been interested in. Everybody says you probably like it.
It is really good.
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, it's I combined that with like raviolis and something. It was not good. I started the workout. I'm like, I could probably get through this workout. And then like halfway through, I'm like, well, I'm already halfway through. I'm not going to stop this fucking workout just to go run and poop. I'll just leave at that point. So I got through it, but I barely made it to my toilet. I think before my ass hit the seat, the army men were jumping out of the plane. I think
no parachute.
The green light, go. It was on.
It's a shitstorm out there. No, just dive right in, guys.
Yeah,
just go for it.
Yeah, women's hair is amazing. It's like first of all, it takes forever to do. I don't know. You know, my wife will have fine looking hair when we're ready to go out, and then she'll go do her hair for 30 minutes or so. And then when it's time to go, her hair looks the same as it did before. Don't get it? Or my wife will do her hair for 30 minutes and then go, I'm just going to put it in a ponytail. What are we waiting for then?
My wife. It's a process, and I've learned to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like we're getting ready to go out for date night or whatever, and I'm getting dressed, and all I hear is, "Are there any bumps?"
Oh,
and
God.
You know, it's like, you know, hey, it's this Christmas, are the lights in the Christmas tree straight? And you kind of fucking, yep, don't care. I don't care.
Looks good.
Okay, nobody's gonna care about your hair.
Sure.
And sometimes she can tell if I'm doing it too, and she's not even looking at me. She's looking away from me. I'm busted. So I walk over and fluff it up a little bit. I'm like, yeah, there's kind of one right here, and it's click, click, and brush, and then fluff, and then
it's just
too
too
more
much.
bumps. And I'm like, And then
What's up, Philo?
as she's walking out past her little cubby thing, she grabs a hair tie right on the fucking wrist. And like you said, within an hour and a half, right after dinner, nice dinner or whatever, ponytail.
Yeah.
Why?
Like,
Why?
what do we wait for? What are we waiting for?
And like Brady fucking, said some stupid shit. Him and I were getting haircuts, and I have no fucking hair. It's thinning. I'm almost 50. The back fucking bald spot's getting bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah.
And
mine's
literally
legit.
just hit the fucking clippers just so it's not unruly. I don't give a fuck. And I hear Brady across the fucking salon. She's cutting Dad's bald spot. I wanted to eat that motherfucker out of traffic. Like, yeah, dude, she's been cutting my hair for fucking 10 years. We know I'm bald. I don't give a fuck.
I saw this. This is like how, first of all, I'm very vain.
No,
I like
shit.
to at least look okay.
I try.
So since the golf tournament, since a week before the golf tournament, I've been dealing with this like face fucking thing.
Yeah, you look like a 13-year-old fucking pizza boy.
Yeah, I got like zits everywhere and they're just coming out of nowhere. I think I finally got a handle on it, but it's been terrible. Like big zits. Like
I got one
monsters.
on the end of my nose.
And they don't even pop. They're just like
they're
there and they're there forever.
Yeah.
So like the only way to pop them is to take a needle and grab them and hold their fucking head in the pillow and say, fuck you, I'm gonna fuck you. And you take the needle and you stab your face.
No thanks.
And then blood's just raining down my face. And then finally it'll go, okay. But that sometimes doesn't even work.
No.
So I finally got like, I think of like this lady's like helping me with a treatment plan and some shit. I got a fucking mask that has lights on it. I'm doing everything because I don't like to have pimples. And then I get my haircut today, finally like willing to go out of the fucking house because my face doesn't look that bad and it still looks fucking bad. And I happen to, she does the check the back of your head fucking thing. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? She's like, oh yeah, it's a little thin back there. I'd never seen it. Yeah, I never looked at the back of my fucking head.
I didn't realize mine was as bad as it was until I caught myself walking to the fucking mailbox in the security camera, and I saw it. And I'm like, I'm gonna just I'm just shaving my head,
dude.
I have a weird shaped head. I don't think I can pull it off, but the day is coming. I think maybe I have two choices. I can fucking look like Cabin Boy,
Chris Elliott.
Yeah, Chris Elliott in Harold and Kumar.
And he can look that way because he's funny as fuck. He's one of the funniest people on the fucking planet.
I can either go that route or I'm gonna fucking look like a weird-headed alien, and I'm shaved. So for my 50th birthday, at that moment, I'm gonna decide Vegas. I'm either gonna have a smooth bald head or I'm gonna grow my hair out, and it's only gonna be 7 months, so it's gonna fucking look weird, and I don't fucking care.
I have a plan for us.
Okay.
Because again, Herb, yes, I'm very vain. I'm not vain in the sense that I like nice clothes. I actually like when people give me their old clothes because I like older clothes. I don't like to buy new clothes. Like these shoes. Miles gave me these shoes.
You were very close to showing us your nutsack and us getting banned. You wearing compression shorts under there?
No, those are my. I worked out, and these are my underwears. They hold the berries all in the right spot. There's nothing worse than working out and your dick just kind of like
just all over
reaches its way out the dick hole. You're like, what are we doing, bud? So again, I'm my search history may be about face products, best ways to get rid of cystic zits. I have a face infection. I think am I fucking dying? What's the average dick size? Like, because we do a lot of searching from my computer when we do this podcast. So there's times where I go in the history.
Don't say we, dude.
I forget what
you're the one typing it in.
I forget what we talked about, and I'm like, oh my god, we went there, we went there. So I'm scrolling through fucking Instagram, and I see this place in Turkey that does hair revitalization.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to Turkey. You go there, they shave your head all the way down, and then in like 4 months, you got lettuce. And I swear to God, dude, we're going jet black We're riding this bitch out. We're going to look like that dude, that fucking one actor. You know, he's like 97 fucking years old and he's still got like hair this color. You're like, okay, all right. It's I wonder if I can find it. Turkey hair
Jesus Christ. Here we go.
transplant.
Hey guys, we are 10 minutes and 30 seconds into the podcast and already on a fucking tangent. Hang on, I gotta get my puke bucket over here.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I
this
am
is weird
absolutely throwing up.
We're gonna. This is called Weird Beer. Yeah, $3,000 to get your hair done. Fuck yeah, dude. Iron Chic. Where is this thing?
Dude, I am mentally not prepared for this. Like not that my heart's really ever in it. It is absolutely not in it tonight.
Dude, we can get hair and beard transplants. What?
I hate facial hair, dude.
We're gonna have a whole new face, baby.
I was driving. I don't know where the fuck I was going the other day. I don't know. I was going to pick up a football helmet or something, and I got caught in my thoughts. And I was like, I started laughing. I'm in my truck and I'm laughing. I'm like, you used to have a goatee. Yeah. And I'm like, why the fuck did I have that? Why? There's pictures of my mom's house that I have a goatee. And I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? I mean, I guess that was the cool thing to do back in the early 90s.
Dude, everyone had one.
Chicks like goatees and gold hoop earrings, I guess. I don't know.
Why can't I freaking...
You can fuck right off, Hurt, with these fucking beers.
Here we go.
I've been meaning to tell you that. I'm glad you showed up. Fuck off with that.
Look at this.
I was reading them. There's no way I'm going to drink all those.
Look at this guy. After 10 months.
Dude, it's like the size of a postage stamp. Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay, so those are the guys that it worked on. How many of these don't work? Is it money back guarantee? What's the deal here?
This guy is like, fuck it. The second I have hair, dude, I'm fucking going after it. I'm sticking that. He's like, they're like, what kind of hair are you looking for? He's like, I want to look like a white kid in play. That's two different people. This dude obviously is in the mafia, like the Indian mafia. But yeah, you go there, $3,000, wait 10 months, boom.
Whoa, I thought it was 4 months.
Well, like it starts growing back in like 4 months.
My hair grows very fast. I get my hair cut like every 2 weeks.
You get a petri dish. This lady's got a glove and a pen. I mean, come on now.
So what are we doing? Basically just draws it in the back of your neck. What are we doing here?
I just yeah, I think next time Hurt needs to be like, okay, guys, I think next, so I'm coming up next weekend. We'll buy the same beers for Weird Beer 5.
Well, Weird Beer 5 is not happening anytime soon, dude. This is the dumbest thing we do.
We'll just get them and we'll save them. Well, I'll probably drink mine and then need you to send me some, but whatever. Because Daddy gets lonely.
There's like a fucking milkshake one. I'm legit throwing that one up instantly.
You know what? For all the things that you put in your mouth and swallow,
dude, I already used that line on you, bro. Come on, man. Stop fucking regurgitating shit.
Reaching in?
Are we? Fuck. Here we go.
So I'm starting with this beer. We have different beers.
God, I'm already gagging.
This beer. So I went to this beer store.
I'm completely psyched out, dude. I'm already in my own head.
And I go to this guy.
Did you just hear me almost throw up?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
I go to this guy. I'm like, hey, we're doing a podcast about weird beer. And I showed him what I got. He's like, those are fine. I was like, but do you have anyone that you could recommend? He's like, yes. There's this one called Watercolors. I'm like, all right. And he goes, all right. This has cherry, tangerine, pomegranate. You're like, okay. Probably a little sour. It's I think 6.5% alcohol. It's oh shit. Oh, it's packaged by 12%. I was like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna go right out of the gates like a fucking winner. And then it goes, but wait, there's more. It's gingerbread and marshmallow. So it's cherry, tangerine, pomegranate, gingerbread, and marshmallow. It's like, let's just, do we got anything else? We got fucking gingerbread. Throw it in.
Oh, God damn it all.
What?
I already hate being fucking admin of fucking Two Dolts because every time I just get fucking switched over to them and I'm commenting and I'm doing this.
Okay. You want to get off your phone, Mom?
Shut the fuck up, asshole. The only reason we're going to see half these comments is because of me, you dumb fuck.
They're all coming through.
Yeah, until they on your page or some bullshit. All right, what do you have?
I have watercolors. This is the cherry tangerine, pomegranate, gingerbread, and marshmallow.
Oh, that.
It smells like. Do you ever put your fingers in between your balls and your leg and then smell it and then stick it in a dog shit and then smell it again? That's what this smells like.
I'm so glad I can't smell because that's what a lot of these that would probably make me throw up faster. I'm drinking an El Segundo Brewing Company. Okay. Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA.
I had that at Hertz House. Pretty good.
6.7.
Pretty good. Yeah, this is my watercolor.
And that dumb cocksucker, he had 3 fucking regular cans and then 3 pounders, but the 6-pack container wasn't symmetrical. So he's like, oh, switch them out. They're all going to be the same size. And now I got fucking 6 pounders that I'm going to throw up.
You're fine. All right. Weird Beer 4, commencing. I got permission to sleep in tomorrow. Crushing it. Fuck, this is really good.
Tastes
little like sour on the back end.
Tastes like Lucky Charms mixed with fucking warm chocolate milk.
Basically. Little sour on the back end. Marshmallow sweet up on the front end. Tangerine, I don't really taste.
What does IPA stand for?
India Pale Ale.
India Pale Ale. How many percent is yours?
6.5.
All right, I'm at 6.7. I don't know what the fucking. Oh God, it's hoppy. Is that what I taste? Hops?
Yeah. Okay. It's good for you. I do enjoy a nice IPA. I really do. Some of them.
I don't. Obviously, dudes, I don't drink fucking craft beer. I don't do this shit. So
some of them are rough.
Yeah.
Some of them, it's like, did someone spray Deep Woods off in this one? But some of them are quite tasty.
The one time when Dopey kind of picked them all, and me and Aubrey are Wegmans and grabbing shit. That one sour, I really thought I was gonna fucking hate. It was actually good. I could drink one of those, but then I'm done.
Yeah, they do sneak up on you though. Like
they're all high octane. You know?
There's this one that was like a coffee beer, and so it had like hints of like vanilla and hints of coffee in it, and it was 12. I think it was 12%, but it was the only beer at this one place that I actually liked. So I'd have like 4 pints of those. So you're Andre, the giant level fucking alcohol intake in 4 beers.
That's the thing. You're like, okay, a Busch Light is 4.2. You're drinking a 12%. That's like 3 beers in one. Yeah. That math does not compute though at all.
No,
it doesn't.
No, to this day. So Kyle thinks that we got roofied one time. We went out to this beer garden.
Nobody's roofing Kyle.
We were hanging out, we're drinking, and at the end of the night, this is right when I was getting into bourbon. This is like fucking 10 years ago. I go and I grab us 2 12-ounce. It kind of come in a glass, like a really nice glass. It looks like a fucking anal butt plug. You know, there's like a tiny, tiny glass. I give one to Kyle. We drink it. And
is there a difference between an anal butt plug and just a butt plug?
No,
okay.
Correct.
Carry on.
Noted. That's like when someone goes, I got to wake up at 8:00 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's like, hey, that guy's wearing assless chaps. They're all assless, bro.
So so the next day I text Kyle. I'm a little hungover. We went out and he's like, dude, someone had to roofie us. He's like, you gave me that drink. He was like, did you roofie me? You gave me that drink and I don't remember anything. I'm like, dude, it was like 12%. That's like gasoline on the fire, especially after the pump's been primed a little bit. But this, I don't know if I like buy this again. I think this would be fun if somebody came over and like something to give somebody. But I don't know
I mean,
necessarily that would.
this is a beer. Like if I were to go over to Hertz house and drop off a football helmet or whatever, and he handed me one, I would muscle this one down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel bad when you go to people's houses and they're like, oh, it's like, God, they got their fucking flannel shirt and their fucking beard and their scarf. And they hand you they're like, oh, God, it's fucking craft beers. And I'm like, I'm going to pour this out. Just don't bother giving it to me. I will drink fucking toilet water first. Don't waste your good beer. That is $28 a 4-pack on me.
Yeah, I thought I was getting some deals, and my bill was still like $141. And I bought
7 beers.
A 6-pack that was $8. It was on clearance. It was like a cherry.
Oh, God, here we go.
Cherry malt thing. Tiny's having one upstairs. And then I got like 7 of these. And I got a bottle of bourbon.
Okay.
That I went heavy into yesterday. Allegedly.
Man, I had 5 beers at Finney's, came home, puppy sat all day, wanted to fucking shoot myself. I had obviously computer issues. Then Krista came home and the puppy shit on the floor and he immediately turns around and starts eating it. And he's got the strongest jaws. So I got shit on my fingers. I'm trying to get paper towels or shit on paper towels. Then he goes in Tucker's crate, shits, and then steps in it. And I'm trying to clean off his foot, but I have shit on my finger, so I'm getting more shit on his foot. And I was in the doghouse because what I said to Krista.
So you John Wick that dog?
And then I had, and I had 2 beers. I had one with dinner, and then I had one more, and then I had one down here. But straight sober at 9:00 at night. But we all know how this is gonna end.
Then fucking Biden. Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely don't mind a nice IPA. Like when they first started coming out, Kyle was like the first one to be like, "Hey, you gotta try this. You gotta try." Like he was, and then every once in a while we'd be, because I was always a Bud Light guy. Bud Light was my jam. Now if somebody gives me a Bud Light, I'm like, this person obviously hates me. There's a bar that I go to around here. Awesome, really nice. Like stylistically, it's cool. They did like the exposed ventilation with the reclaimed wood look. It looks cool. Every other bar around here carries Busch Light, and they sell out of it because everyone fucking loves Busch Light right now. This guy, for some fucking reason,
it's not just right now. It's just a thing out there in the Midwest. It's the heart of Busch Light.
Why doesn't this guy get it?
I don't know.
And now he's his own brewer too, so he's got like his own beers. But then you can get like a fucking Keg? Bud Light. You can get you can get like a bunch of other types of things. Like just get Busch Light. Charge me the same amount. I don't give a fuck.
Once you get into Erie County from Wyoming County, and once you leave like East Aurora, you can't get Busch Light anywhere in Erie County. Walk into a place and have dinner. You guys got a Busch Light? Nope, never heard of it. Fuck off. I don't know why Erie County is just not on board. I mean, yeah, it's a country beer and country bumpkins and Hicks drink it, whatever. But dude, I keep telling Ryan at Vinny's, get that shit in here. You'll fucking sell the shit out of it.
Yeah, I think it's also. One thing I noticed when I started drinking that versus any other kind of beer, that is made with corn. Sure. Most other beer is made with maize and barley and all that other kind of shit, which I'm allergic to, like wheat and stuff like that. Oh, yes. So if I'm drinking like
how the fuck are you allergic to wheat when you used to make those whizzas, those wheat pizzas you used to tell me about?
Oh yeah, and I used to shit my brains out. I didn't know I had a food allergy. That's how I got so thin. It was literally like,
dude, make up your mind. It's either the wheat or the AIDS. Which one is it?
It's Wade's.
I was just gonna say
that. You talking about the driving app? No, it's wheat and AIDS.
It's with a D.
Wheat and AIDS together, and they dock and they fuck and they scissor. Yeah, that Steve Austin beer is not bad. It's not bad. I definitely wouldn't mind that.
See, here's the thing. don't understand about crafties, and that's what I'm going to call you, craft beer fuckers, is you go to a party and you're going to be drinking all day. You bring your little 4-pack, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
What fun is it going to a party for 8 or 9 hours and having 4 beers?
No, you bring like 30 and you leave there with no clothes, like 0 clothes, and something up your ass.
I don't understand it. Like, I mean, I keep beating this dead horse every time I'm with fucking Brian. I bring up the story when in Vegas, that time you came out, when he left me at the pool. He was drinking Sculpin, and I'm pretty sure that's a high octane craft beer.
Sure, yeah.
He was drinking buckets of Sculpin. It's 105 fucking degrees in July in Vegas. And I'm drinking the bottom of the barrel that Treasure Island Pool had was Heineken.
Still tough to drink a bunch of Heineken.
It is. I mean, and like I said, we were getting buckets of them. I think there was 5 beers in a bucket, and I went through 3 of them before he even before he even finished 1 bucket.
Yeah.
But his were like 8% or some shit, and it's 105, and he just fucking blacked out.
Yeah.
He just walked out of the pool, grabbed his t-shirt, and walked out. I have no idea where I am right now. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
But, I mean, every time we're at poker, these guys bring their craft beers, their little 4-pack, and I roll in with fucking 16 Busch Lights. Used to be Coors Lights. And I'm drinking beers, and they get their 4, and their fucking eyes are bouncing off the bridge of their nose, and like, can I get a beer? You shit on me constantly for drinking Busch Light. Now you want one? I finally said, fuck you guys.
You do keep receipts. When people... It's moderately annoying, but it's just who you are. It's fine. Yeah, I went to Kyle called me up one night. This is when we first moved into that one neighborhood, and he's like, "Hey, we're all gonna get together and just like all the guys are gonna hang out. We're gonna play like Can Jam or some shit." I'm like, "Cool." And so I grab I was like, oh, "Do I need to grab beer? I don't have any at the house." He's like, "I got beer." So I drive over to his house, and across the street is where everyone was gonna hang out and play and shit like that. And he's like, "Yeah, just like grab a couple beers from the fridge." And I was like, okay. So I'm like loading my pockets up, putting them in my hoodie fucking thing. I got like 7 or 8 beers on me to walk across the street to go play Can Jam. And we get over there and each guy only has 1 beer. I'm like, this is not guys hanging out. If you're only having 1 beer, it's not guys hanging out. No. If I'm going to go out, if I'm going to put alcohol to these beautiful pursed lips,
it's over.
I'm going to have 100 of them. The goal
that old adage, hey, you want to go grab a beer? We're not grabbing a beer. Yeah. We're grabbing 20 of them.
Yeah.
We all know that this is not going to be 1 or 2 beers and go home.
I personally have a hard time trusting anybody that can just have 1 drink.
I don't get it.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. What kind of sociopath are you if you just have a beer? Okay, I'm good. What the fuck?
I could trust somebody that says, you know what, I just don't drink.
Because please just say that.
You know that they got to some fucking point where, they drove through an occupied playground. Yeah. Like it's like some shit went wrong. Yeah. And so fine, don't drink at all.
Dude, fine. I can applaud that. That is no problem.
But if you have just one,
I went to a dark
and then switch to water, fuck you. Fuck you. I think there is this. I see this thing every once in a while. It pops up on my Facebook page where you can submit your headshot and whatever for like bit parts in movies that are getting made. So like, if there's I've always wanted to be in like a war movie. I've always wanted to be in a war movie. So anytime that there's one, I think about setting.
You have a Revolutionary War type face.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I look like I could fight for either side. Civil War, generally, I think politically I lean south, but whatever.
Your face would match up perfectly with the end of a musket.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah. So, but I saw this one that came through and it's like, it's now casting for rom-coms. And if you get picked as like like a bit role where you maybe have like let's say you're in 10 scenes and you got some dialogue and stuff like that, you could get paid like $40,000 for like 8 weeks worth of work.
Fuck yeah.
Not bad, right? But the picture of the rom-com is a woman kneeling down, proposing to a man.
Hard no.
Yeah, and the comments, I wish I would have like kept the link. For some reason, if it's something sponsored, you can't save the link. But anyway, the fucking comments are like, what kind of rom-com is this? They're slowly, again, we're going to get to a point where probably not our sons, because we're training our sons to be like us, which...
Assassins.
Yeah.
Pussy assassins.
Probably not the best role models. However,
son, whatever you do, don't look up to me or Uncle Chris.
Yeah.
We are the worst.
Pull out, aim for the tits. But we're gonna get a lot of our sons' friends are gonna be. Well, let's have one, or they're gonna decant their wine at a fucking tailgate. Bunch of assholes. It's just it's untrustable. I can't trust you,
dude. I told you this a week or so ago on the phone, right? That my daughter's friends found our podcast on the internet somewhere, and she's like, because she's told people, she's like, yeah, my dad and my uncle, best friend, do a podcast, and they come across and they're like, "Does your dad wear a panda outfit?" And my daughter's like, just kind of put her head down, and I'm like, these are 13-year-old kids that are coming across this.
It's not good. It's not good.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. I had beers packed for the Bills game where Hurt and I met up in Detroit for that. I had a cooler of beers. He had beer. And then Detroit does a really cool thing. Like if you go in, I think an hour before the game, they have something called Power Hour where 16-ounce pounders are $3.50 in the stadium. Yeah. Super cheap. And like you're there, it's like fucking 72 degrees.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people. Kids can run around or whatever. My daughter was like next to dying, so she just sat there, looked like a zombie. But yeah, we housed beers. We went after it.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
When you're on vacation.
It was a lot. I moderately remember having Thanksgiving dinner. Moderately.
I didn't. I don't know what happened that day. I don't know if it was the heat in my parents' house, but I had a handful of beers out at Mom and Dad's. I ended up driving home, and I got home and I was like, what the fuck? I was missing hours of my day.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened? Crystal's looking at me. She goes, were you drunk? I says, no, I fucking drove home. I had 4 or 5 beers and I shut it down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I just couldn't figure out what the fuck happened. I mean, I came home and drank till like 3 a.m, but don't drink and play video games.
I did that once. I was playing some fucking game. I think it was like GTA on PlayStation or Xbox One or Xbox. And I had Molson Triple X. No, I still live in Buffalo, so I think it was a PlayStation. I had Molson Triple X. No, I was playing hockey. With hockey, the game goes so goddamn fast. You got to like hurry up and drink because it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were completely sober after the fucking game. I was fucking annihilated. So I went through a six pack of Molson Triple X.
There we go. 1 beer in, tongue is swelling.
Dude, I went to stand up to go pee, and I fell into the wall. Because, like, I drank 6 beers playing. I didn't even notice it. Yeah. Triple X tastes like balls, but...
It does.
You get fucking...
Boy, did it get the job done back then.
Dude. Yeah, it was...
So, I woke up, and I was like, all right. And then something happened. I'm like, I'm going to I got the whole day. I'm going to play video games. Fire up the game. I'm like, where the fuck am I? What is going on? And why do I keep dying instantly? I'm like... Don't ever do this and just pause the game at the worst possible spot because you're tired and drunk.
Yeah, my kid's into he's into like Civil War stuff and World War II. So he's just
dad is.
He's kind of a nut, which in like a really cool way. But so I bought a new Call of Duty game, or not new, but like one of the World War II ones, and he's just like, "So we're gonna go kill Nazis now, or he's all about liberating." Like he's like, yeah, Russia looked like it was really hard during World War II. I'm like, yeah, it was World War II. Don't ever go to war.
Yeah.
If you're going to go to war, be a drone pilot. Do that. Sit in a trailer in like Nebraska.
Here's my problem with craft beer. It's the aftertaste. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and my mouth is going to taste like I ate the asshole out of a fucking dead raccoon.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hurt, I think you're correct. I think this is what I would really love to do. We find some place, maybe in Ellicottville or something.
Have fun, you two.
And I think let's say they have 20 beers on tap.
We ain't getting through 20.
We each take 7 with one overlap.
When have you ever been to one of these craft places that only have 20 beers on tap? Don't they have like 100? No,
usually like the microbrews have like 4 or 5.
Let's go there.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if you guys want to come here, I know people own a winery.
Not allowed there.
I know someone owns another thing.
Can't go there.
Whew, this beer is giving me more heartburn than it is getting me drunk.
I got like Diet Pop. I don't drink it in anytime like I get the wrong one at a restaurant, which I don't drink much pop, but when they hand me the wrong one, it has that aftertaste. It's like, I can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's all I taste. I guess is the hops. I don't know what I'm tasting. It's like,
and I mean this in a very mean way. It's making you sound very gay.
I should have had some candy or something.
Yeah, we need something to quench the palate or rinse the palate.
Yeah, water's. And then I can't start putting a Busch Light in between all these because I'm going to fucking go to sleep.
You can drink your own urine.
like Panda Bears. Are you done with yours? Do you have all pounders or do you have 12 OZs?
All pounders. All pounders.
Oh, hey, Tony. I'm sorry you're sad. I got a fucking angry text from that little fucking elf.
Why?
Yesterday because he wasn't invited to this.
What do you mean?
Dude, he's mad.
Well, how about be a little bit more regular? He hasn't been on in fucking forever.
Yeah, I mean, he did come to our live podcast when we were looking up his wife's dress. But whatever.
His wife showed us her turkey, and that was great.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
It's not even Thanksgiving. And fuck, it's not even Halloween.
Someone needs to glaze that turkey.
Tony, I know you're kidding. Fuck, we haven't been friends for fucking 30-some years not knowing that. Tony delivered my mom's new garbage totes the other day. I'm going to sleep and he sends me a picture of the fucking TV screen or his computer screen with my parents' name on it. I'm like, dude, you need to take those to my mom and dad. I'm busy. I got shit to do. I'm like, all right. And then I wake up later. He's like, maybe I will. I'm like, dude, my mom would shit. So later that day, he sends me a picture of my mom leaning on her new garbage tote. All happy and shit.
Fucking Judy rules.
Yeah.
So the bottom of this that's where I think the gingerbread is, because I just got a mouthful of what felt like soggy gingerbread. So that beer is done. Finish your beer.
It's gone, motherfucker.
All right.
That's why I was asking you. Do you have all? Did you answer the question?
I did. I have all pounders.
All right, Big Hurt. Since you're the fucking beer guy, since I started off in the right path, I don't know where to go next.
Oh, God, no.
I know you probably don't remember what you gave me, but I got like a gnome one. I got some sort of imperial bullshit. I don't know what the fuck else was there. I sent Baum all the pictures. I thought he was going to do something with them. He needed it so bad.
No, I wanted to get ones that were comparable.
Oh, thanks for telling me that.
I did.
Or else I'm going to count down from 5 and just fucking reach in the fridge and grab whatever's next. Yeah. I was going to say, dude, it's probably been 2 months. Hang on. I got pictures. Oh, fuck. I got to be able to read them. All right. So what the fuck one did I just drink? Broken Skull. I have a Gnome Buddies sits on me, an extra large milk stout. I'm gonna throw that one up.
You might as well do that one now.
Dreisian German style Pilsner,
Pistner.
Copper Bock, and the Queen's Secret.
Oh yeah, get the one with the unicorn on it.
There's no fucking unicorn, is there?
Yeah,
There's a
Queen's
gnome.
Secret. Didn't the Queen's Secret have a unicorn on it?
No.
Oh.
It has the Queen of like Hearts, like a playing card.
Yeah, get that one.
Oh, good. That one's right up front. There's one with a fucking ram. I hope it tastes like ram's piss. And we're like fucking beer fest.
This is one of my favorite brewers. You really never go wrong with Lagunitas. This one though is a 9%.
Good night, everyone.
I might have to snort something to stay awake here.
All right, I have a Queen's Secret West Coast IPA.
Ooh,
6.3. Pretty cool can. It's got
that is a cool can.
On it.
I'm telling you, buying craft beer is like buying wine. Okay. You can look for the cool label. I'll tell you one
thing. That was what Aubrey did when Dopey was helping us with the one before. I gotta make sure I clean the top of these cans off because I know how much Big Hurt loves this beer. He probably wrote his dick on every one of them.
Why would you rub it off then?
Well, I don't like dick, dude.
Oh.
But they do come up with some clever names and they do come up with some really cool can designs. Yeah. I will give them that.
Like this can design fucking rules. Like I would have that. I would have that framed. Yeah. It's a dog.
See, that's what I would do too. I would put pictures of dogs on my beers.
He's got like the 9% on the dog collar.
Oh, nice. Like the Saint Bernard with the fucking little bottle of rum or the barrel of rum. All right, West Coast IPA.
West Coast. Oh.
DMX was fucking New York, you asshole.
They got dogs in the West Coast. Shut up.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Cool.
Oh, good Lord.
This one is very hoppy.
Yes. I think this is I would love to read the can, but I have my contacts in and I can't see anything close.
Jesus
and I'm wearing Don't Drink If You're Pregnant. Made in Buffalo.
Well, I guess your mouth can't drink.
Yeah, whatever. This one's worse than the one I just had.
This one, here's the read up on this one, or write up on this one. There's a tide in the affairs of big IPAs, which post that a flood of hops leads to a fortune in liquid. In our 25 years of brewing big IPAs, we've learned this to be mostly true. With one big caveat, balance is everything. We believe Maximus to be exactly etu. Let us know. Yeah, this is Maximus Colossal IPA. I mean, it's okay. Ooh, Hurt, have you ever had High Lie? That's a motherfucker. I do like that one. I had that one last time. My tongue is already drunk.
This one is definitely hoppier, if that's a thing with IPAs. Again, I don't know what's in them. I don't know if there's fucking beans. I don't know what's in them. I'm very gassy already.
The one thing about this, there's not a lot of carbonation in this, which is kind of strange.
Is that a thing with craft beers? They're not as carbonated.
I don't know.
I don't either. That's why I'm just asking as general liberal arts.
Let's go to our interns.
Generalities.
Are IPAs more carbonated? Oh wow, there's like a whole thing. Does other people's series read to them?
I was expecting her to give you an answer. I was waiting for it and just sat there quiet. I'm like, oh, she went to sleep.
So there's a carbonation range, apparently, which I knew nothing about. Okay. We've learned so much on weird beers.
Okay. You motherfuckers are learning everything right now.
So, like an American Amber Ale is 2.3 to 2.8 vols of carbonation. American Brown Ale, American IPA is 2.2 to 2.7. So yes, it is technically less carbonated than
Like a-
standard. Yeah, than any other kind I see here. Highest would be an American Stout, 2.9. Yeah, I didn't know that there was, but food is weird. Do you know that there's like science that goes into how they make Doritos? It's not just some guy going, that tastes good.
There's science behind all this shit.
The way it crunches, the way the flavor kind of dissipates once it gets in your mouth, the way if you finger someone and then it still tastes like Cool Ranch. Like, there's like science to everything, man. Science, baby.
Science.
I'm drunk. I'm already drunk.
Awesome. We're 45 minutes in, so I know you have issues with uploading these if they're too long or whatever.
We could probably go to hour 15. And then,
I figure we're probably going to get 3 in and then do another 3.
Yeah.
Just because, our executive producer needs to upload shit and it takes too long, and I don't know anything that has to do with that.
It's better now. So we were one of the first people that could upload video to Spotify.
We were?
And yeah, so I got the message and I actually I had to fill out a whole thing. Like a 4-page thing. Stouts don't use CO2 either. What do they use? Farts.
So
they have this fat chick that farts into a bowl.
And again, this is something, fuck, dude, whenever we had keg parties, slap the fucking tap on top and away you go. Yeah. But I think with these craft beers, I think they have CO2 line that goes in.
Yeah.
And then the beer comes out the other one. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that is the case. But I think any kegerator also has a CO2 tank.
I thought that was just for craft beer.
No.
What is the CO2?
That's why you have to pump a keg, and on a kegerator you don't.
So the CO2 helps push the beer out.
Yeah.
Instead of pumping it.
Yep.
That's what pumps. That's what creates the pressure. So when you pull the tap, it comes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says on the side, pump it up, pump the jam while your hands are pumping.
So wait a second.
Pump it up a little more.
Does that mean all bars that serve Busch Light, Bud Light, Blue Light, fucking everything have a CO2 container in the basement?
Yeah. And that's what runs on their Guinness is different.
Yeah.
I think.
That's a fucking beer I just can't drink.
I don't mind it. But yeah, and the CO2 line also runs the soda machine. Because soda machines are fucking weird. It's like a box of syrup or scissorup, depending on who you're asking. Depending on who you're asking, it's the library and an ambulance.
Stop asking children questions.
Whew. Yeah, I don't know these things. Like if you let's say next time I'm in Buffalo, there's like a trivia thing. I'm your guy. I know so much stuff. But like how they make beer, no. Have I thought about get my own craft beer thing and making my own beer? I have actually, but you know what? I don't like measuring. I think you have to be pretty exact when you make your beers. I don't know that. Some things interest me, some things don't.
I don't know anything about draft beer. Like I said, last time I knew, we were having keg parties. Fucking slap the tap on, turn it, pump that fucker. First couple were all full of fucking foam. After that, beer's flowing.
Sure.
Dudes are fingering chicks in the woods and all sorts of shit. And let's go.
The old woods finger.
So apparently now there's like CO2 and shit. And
yeah. Seems a little like overkill, in my opinion.
I just don't remember seeing a fucking... I've never been at Vinny's and heard Ryan or anybody say, "Oh, we got to change the CO2 tank." Never once. And I've been in the basement and I didn't see it down there.
I don't know that it's got to be down there. It's got to be. Let's ask the intern. Hey, Siri. Does Vinny's have CO2?
Yo, that basement is the fucking sketchiest thing on earth. It is 5 feet tall down there.
Oh, yeah. The basement in Checkers was tough as well.
Well, the basement in Checkers you could walk through. You didn't want to, though.
No. There's like a mountain of broken glass there used to be a trap door that they used. So they just like throw the glass bottles down in the basement from the trap door behind the bar. Oh, and the rats.
Now that everybody's bringing this shit up, I don't remember seeing fucking CO2 lines hooked up to kegs, like at parties and shit. Like when I'm in Ann Arbor, my buddies have all these craft beers on tap. They have like 4 or 5. There's no CO2 tank. It runs all through the. No, there's a fucking tap. I haven't seen a CO2 tank. I'd ask John, but he's there partying right now for the game tomorrow. So, I mean, I see all the kegs because they got them wrapped in, they're not in a bucket of ice. They got them wrapped in these super thick, like fucking koozies. And obviously, craft beer kegs aren't half kegs like normal. They're smaller size.
Sure.
Yeah, I saw yours the one day I was over to your house and you opened the door or whatever, and I saw the little fucking tank inside yours, and I think you had an extra one out there. So I mean, I figured as much, but I always see them like run through the cooler that's got the ice block in it, and the line goes through all that shit. That's how it cools it coming out. But I guess I never fucking paid attention to CO2. Like,
So it's saying that a kegerator works by applying carbon dioxide pressure on the keg in order to push the beer upward and out of it.
Okay, that would so. Yeah,
it's weird.
All right, we're learning shit. I don't drink a lot of draft beer either.
Yeah, dude. Also, I didn't know this when I was a kid. The quality of like how much they clean the lines also contributes to how fucking hungover you get with draft beer.
That is one of the biggest things with bars and their lines. And people can tell, hey, we just cleaned the lines. The beer tastes like shit right after it.
After they clean the lines?
Yeah, because all that shit's still in there. And, it takes so much beer to fucking get that out of there, but you don't want to waste it.
It also sucks when they don't. And it's like you're drinking mold with your beer.
Yeah.
Like, so,
we all know Checkers never fucking clean those lines.
I don't think I ever had. No. Whoa. The first few times I went there, it was $5.25 for a pitcher. And I rolled in there with $6.25 because that's all I had to my name. And I knew I could have 5 beers. And at that time, got me pretty toasty. Oh. When you feel bloated when drinking draft beer, it's because there's too much CO2.
Which everybody gets that. And after draft beer, the fucking headache. Draft beer is as cheap as it is, and sometimes it's a great option like at Queen of Heaven and whatnot. Or beer blasts. It's just the way to go. And you wake up the next day and feel like straight fucking garbage.
Dude, the day after Queen of Heaven, whoa.
I've been rendered useless for 2 days after that fucking
place. I woke up. So I was staying at a hotel. I Ubered, I believe. I know I didn't drive.
No, you didn't.
No, because Krista drove us, right?
One time.
Yeah. The last time I was there.
Sure.
Anyways. You get to the hotel. Why is it when you're drunk, you go, you know what would feel really good right now? A shower.
I can honestly say that's never crossed my mind.
Oh, really? Dude, a fucking drunk shower is just like, yeah, let's do that. So I wake up at fucking 4 a.m, laying in the shower.
That's why that's never crossed my mind. My biggest fear, especially jumping in a shower after my wife or daughter is taking a shower, and all the fucking shit that they put on themselves and the hair and the lotions and all the shit and shaving their legs, is it becomes an ice skating rink.
Yeah.
My biggest fear is stepping in the shower, falling, smacking my head off the fucking faucet, and dying, bleeding out in the shower.
Let me ask you this question. But if you die, do you really care?
You don't care, but I don't want to die yet.
Sure.
You know? But
Me either. Wink.
So therefore, I've seen myself trip going upstairs, Joe Biden like, but I've been hammered. He was sober, allegedly. I've seen myself walk drunk, not in a straight line. So taking a shower after a fucking bender, it just, I don't know. What is it going to accomplish? What do you think it's going to accomplish? Help sober you up a little?
No, it just feels nice. It just feels nice. Yeah. Nice hot shower. I think it kind of helps you maybe sweat out some stuff, you know? But what you don't count on, because this was every once in a while I get a employee rate for things, so I could get like.
Yeah, can't pass that on, can you?
No, I can't. I'm not even in it right now, and I need to be in it by next week, and she keeps forgetting to add me. But this was in a suite, so it had like a square shower. So it was like a 6x6 shower with the drain in the middle. But when the shower is 6x6 and I'm 6'2", my ass slowly slid over the drain, and I may have had a little.
Wait, you were laying down?
Yeah.
Were you crying?
Not at that moment.
Oh, God. I mean, were you kind of like hoping for a bathtub where you could just take a bubble bath or something at that moment? Would you do that?
I don't mind a nice bath. I'll say it.
I would take a bath since I think I was like 4.
I haven't taken one in a very, very long time. I haven't taken one since we sold our second house, because that one had a tub that could fit me. That's the other thing too. Like, if you're in a tub and your dick and your asshole's in the water, everything else is out. It's like, great. I'm glad you guys are fucking warm. I'm freezing up here.
Are you ever afraid of your nuts getting sucked down the drain?
No. It is kind of weird that dicks float and balls float. Yeah.
It's like a fucking buoy. It's like a sea anemone.
Like, what's happening? Like, why are you so buoyant? Like, you're just trying to read a book and your dick's like, hey man, what are you reading?
Just fucking bouncing.
Like,
and then you just pat the water and make a little wave, and it just fucking.
It feels so good.
It like surfs and shit.
Your dick's like, this feels so nice. I'm like,
and then you start playing like up Periscope and all sorts of weird games with your dick in the water, and it's warm.
Starts quoting The Hunt for Red October. Why you sound like Sean Connery? Right now?
Shut up, Dick.
Launch the missiles. Wow, Dick, you got a great accent. Yeah, what's weird. So when I get the flu, I get like a super high fever, like 104. And anytime a man gets even a 1% or 1 degree fucking fever, it's like shit's
99.1. It's over.
Yeah, I'm like, everything hurts.
Yeah.
So I do. Let's say my fever is really high. One of my tricks is to go take it's not a trick, but I go take a fucking lukewarm bath, which feels like it's an ice bath, you know? So let's say a 80-degree bath when I got 104-degree temperature. But what you don't count for is how long your balls are when you have a fever. So
I can't wear. Why are you not wearing shorts if you're that hot? Well, my nuts are hanging right to my ankles.
I got a Great Dane's tongue for a ball sack. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
This fucking big league chew just everywhere.
It's like someone chewed fucking 9 packs of big league chew and stapled it to my fucking inner thigh.
And it wasn't just regular, it was the grape.
Oh.
So purple.
Yeah. It's a problem. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if dick size gets bigger when you have a fever, but ball size,
And
like
that's the one thing
scrotum
too. Is like
length.
every time I get sick, it's like, man. I even tell Chris, I'm like, yo, you're missing out. I'm like, I'm having a real good dick day. Everything looks great. And she's like, yeah, but you're sick. I don't want to get sick. I'm like, but my dick can't get your mouth sick.
Yeah, or I won't breathe on you if it's from behind.
Yeah, man.
You could do reverse pile drive.
Yeah. Why did I try to even think about drinking in that moment? Oh,
yeah, I don't know, man. I knew I was getting sick one day because my balls hit the water in the toilet. And I was like,
well, you were standing up.
yeah, I was upstairs. I wasn't even near the bathroom.
So I told you about the story about the guy I work with, right? That when I know he's in there taking a shit and I walk in to go to the bathroom and I take a leak and I'm like, hey, beautiful. And I'm talking about my dick. So the other day he's taking a shit. I walk in, take a piss, and I just get my dick out and his buddy walks in. And I look down, I'm like, hey, beautiful. He looks over and his buddy walks in the door. He goes, what's up, man? And all of a sudden the guy in the shitter goes, he's talking about his dick. Shut up. I almost pissed all over my sneakers.
It's just what he does.
He's like, what I'm like, it was almost the weirdest conversation I've ever had in a men's room, but we're all three dudes just having a laugh.
Sure.
Touching ourselves.
Just joshing around.
I gotta take a piss and I gotta start this heater. It's starting to get cold in here.
Cool, do it.
How much beer you got left?
I'd say about half.
All right, I'm just under that.
Yeah, that's 9%. It's
if my screen goes black, you know I blew up.
Okay. It's like drinking slow motion. That's what this is. It's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to have this, and then the old brain's going to start shutting down. It was kind of fun shopping for beer, though, because like it is like shopping for wine. I have no care about the wine. I do choose a red wine. I'm not a white wine drinker, but the bottles, like the art is like really cool. But I don't know if like on a hot summer day you go, I could really go for a Maximus Colossal IPA. I don't know that this is the kind. High Life, sure. Regular Lagunitas, there's some in Asheville that are pretty good, like Sierra Nevada, pretty good. Yeah, that's the thing, Hurt. Like you take one or two. Yeah, but what do you always have on tap, Hurt? You have like usually like Bud Light or Busch Light or something like that on tap, right?
He's got Bud Light on tap.
Yeah. Like those. I think I had like 40 of those at one time. And like,
yeah, which makes sense. I mean, you're not just drinking these all day.
I think he does.
Who, Hurt?
Yeah.
Could. But then why's he got Bud Light on tap?
Oh, now he has IPAs in the sour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember me and Dopey were out one time and I met him somewhere or whatever, and he was drinking these little fucking queer glasses of like Fruity Pebbles. And he's like, dude, the sour, they're so good. I'm like, sour beer just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
But finally I had a sip of it. I'm like, this isn't bad. I could do a little cup or a 12-ounce can, and that's it. I'm not drinking any more than that.
Yeah, that's the hard part too. Like if you go on a bender with those, man, it just hits. Like I got more of like a heartburn from that last beer than anything else. Like I'm sure I'm well on my way to being a fucking mess, but
see, he loves the sour beer, dude.
Yeah.
Again, you guys have fun with this shit. This is just not my bag of tricks at all. It's tough. It's a tough life out here.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
But I'm gonna be up fucking all goddamn night anyhow. I think tomorrow's Christmas tree day, which I hate. So my only job is to bring the tree upstairs and like 3 totes of shit, put them in the living room. And I'm gonna put my headphones in, plug it into my controller on my PlayStation. I'm going to play video games all day and drink beer. And I'm going to have an iPad with all the championship games on.
There you
so
go.
that's all I'm going to do all day. How's the tree look? Fucking fantastic.
Awesome.
I'll tell you one thing, though, is I do enjoy looking at a Christmas tree with my glasses off because of my astigmatism. It is the coolest fucking thing. I sit there every year and go, I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing right now.
Is it just all blurry and like
shiny?
It's
all all the bulbs are like big and they're blurry and they look like they just look so fucking cool, but nobody can really see it unless you have an astigmatism and shitty eyes like I have.
I have that problem when I drive. I see streaks like a motherfucker.
Oh, I know. I get the starburst on the streetlights and shit, or headlights. Yeah. And fuck, it's terrible. Driving at night with glasses, dude. Ugh. Terrible.
I'm pretty particular with the kind of lights that we use. Like for some reason, once everything kind of switched over to LEDs, everything's almost too bright. I like that soft yellow for a Christmas tree. You know?
Yeah, that dull bulb that's been around for 12 years.
Yeah. I like those ones.
But now we finally got I think last year Chris bought a new tree. And she was done with the lights. So she got a pre-lit tree. So last year, I remember she was very, very happy with it. So as long as my wife is happy, I'm not getting yelled at, and therefore I'm happy.
Since we've been in this house, this is 3 years since we've been in this house. We have a fake tree, and we put that one up in the basement. And when the kids decorate that one, and then we go get a real tree, which is cool. I don't mind. It's cool how it smells a certain way.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But getting it in the house, like,
dude,
you just, I'm not going to use this hand for the rest of the fucking day because it's just going to be all sappy. I'm like, fucking
Christmas vacation.
Yeah. It's like you're taking a whole day out of using this hand.
Yeah.
So somebody else has to make up for that hand. And that hand does a lot. Me and that hand fuck.
I had a real tree. I think the first year I bought my house on Harlem. And the tree stand leaked and heaved the floor. That was the end of that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's the thing, too. Like, so we have this thing. It's like they made it at the place. It's basically. I
gotta brush my teeth.
It's like a rebar and a bucket and a big spike. And so when you pick your tree, they like drill a hole in it and you take it home and you just hammer that bitch on and it seems to do okay. But I don't know.
And the other thing it's with those is getting them in a tree stand and getting them straight where you don't have to tie it to a doorknob or some shit to hold it up because, hey, dude, it's a tree. It ain't perfectly straight.
I didn't realize as a kid, like, the magic of Christmas is all built on the backs of fathers that don't want to do anything. Like, especially like.
When was the last time you bought a Christmas present for your kids? You personally?
Oh, I do every year. Yeah. Daryl?
Never.
Nice.
Do I have a little input? Yes. And every year I tell my wife to cut the fucking shit, cut back. You want to be on a budget and shit? Cut back. Brady still has shit from last Christmas he hasn't even opened or played with yet.
Yeah.
Like, that tells you something right here.
Yeah, right, that does suck.
Aubrey is now 13 and a half, will be 14 in March. She's at the point now where she would rather get like clothes and she's becoming a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, she screams at me that I didn't save all my old Jordans. I mean, we were at one of the fucking Foot Locker or Finish Line or whatever. And I was looking because I need a new pair of sneakers and we were looking at the Jordans and because they're redoing a lot of the older ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had these, I had those, I had these. She's looking at me. She's like, really? Where are they? I said, I wore them for a year. I put them back in the box and they stacked up in my closet. And I think Mom, Grammy threw them out. She's like, are you kidding me? She goes, you know how much they'd be worth today? I'm like, yo, but I wore them. I
Yeah.
played basketball in them. I wore them to school every day. You know, did everything. I mean, didn't play in the mud or anything with them, but I wore them.
Yeah.
You know, basketball in high school, during tryouts and games and shit, I was wearing Jordans. But she's into the sneakers and shit. I'm like, I'd rather fucking spend 150, 160 bucks and get you a pair of Jordans for
Yeah, I can see
Christmas
that.
than some bullshit that you're not going to fucking use.
Yeah, that's like we have a whole downstairs play area, like Barbie dream houses and fucking Legos and all this other shit. They're happy with a cracked iPad.
Yeah, it's the same thing here. Brady's
you know-
big into Hot Wheels and, you know, that sort of shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like when he comes out to my parents' house, I have an old duffel bag full of all the old Hot Wheels.
Oh,
And
really?
he's got one. He's like, why are the tires melted? I'm like, well, we used to put fucking firecrackers in them and blow them up. And he's like, why is this one painted, you know, like green and brown and black? I'm like, well, it's camouflage. It was a G.I. Joe car. I fucking drove it through the grass. You couldn't see it. It snuck up on you. And then somebody stuck a firecracker and blew all the fucking windows out of it. And, you know, I mean, sure, some of that shit I had could be worth thousands of dollars.
Oh, sure.
We
Yeah.
played with it all. But he loves that shit. Dude, he's got to have 400 or 500 fucking Hot Wheels cars.
Yeah. I wish I would have saved all my G.I. Joe shit. Like that.
I have all mine.
Do you really?
It's in my mom saved it. It's in the basement. I have a box of all the G.I. Joe guys, but you know how they were 3 pieces?
Mm-hmm.
You know, legs, and then
Oh,
the hip part, the hip part, and then the torso.
Yeah.
There was that O-ring, that little rubber ring in the middle.
Yeah.
They're basically an O-ring, and they all dry rotted and broke.
Oh, shit.
So now I just fucking parts. I have all the guns. I have everything to go with everybody.
Fuck.
But all the O-rings fucking just destroyed. But people are like, I'll buy G.I. Joe collections, you know, O-rings, good, bad, the otherwise. And I'm like, yeah, mine are all fucked up. But I got the planes, I got the bases, I got the tanks, my parents gave me everything when I moved out. They're like, here you go. I'm like, fuck.
The new ones are weird. Hold on, I'll show you.
We got to move on with this next beer before I get sober.
When the kids got sick, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go buy a video game because I knew they were getting the flu and I knew it was just going to be a pile of shit and then it was also like during break, like Thanksgiving break. So I knew we're not going anywhere. So might as well buy. What's up, cousin Brenda?
What's up, cuz?
So I had this guy in like 1989. They're bigger now.
Storm Shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had him in 1989. I was playing in a snowbank with my uncle Laszlo, and
yo, is that the guy from Grand Theft Auto Radio?
Basically, no. Okay. My uncle's way cooler, actually. And
I don't know, man.
Because Storm Shadow's white, I'm playing in a snowbank on Christmas Eve. Gone. Never found him again.
See him in the spring. The
Never found
lawnmower
him
hits
again.
him.
So when I took the kids the other day to, we went to GameStop to go pick up a game. They had Funkos on sale for like $7, which I'm really getting into now because I'm a moron. And then they had the only G.I. Joe they had was Storm Shadow. I'm like, I'm buying this motherfucker. Like, so now he's just sitting on the shelf.
Snake Eyes was my jam, though.
Yeah, Snake Eyes was the best. Yeah. But, you know, it's weird how I do remember the excitement of like Christmas Day when you're like 8 and you're like, when my parents got me the Nintendo, so that motherfucker was way in the back of the tree, tucked into a corner. After I got all my Christmas presents done, I was like, it was a great Christmas. I got a remote control car. Everything was great. And my mom was like, oh, I think there's like still another one like back there. Cause I knew like everyone wanted the fucking Nintendo in like 1988. Yep. So I climb underneath the tree, get it. And I open it up and I still remember how fucking excited I was. And it's not like they were lighting the world on fire financially. Like that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And with 2 games, Duck Hunt and Mario Bros.
Yep.
1 controller and a gun. But holy shit, like that kind of, but we didn't have, so I don't remember sitting and watching TV for 15 hours. You know, like if you watched a show or if you watched like TGIF, that was an hour and a half a week that you watched 3 shows. And that's it.
We weren't allowed to watch TV, man.
Really?
Get the fuck out of the house.
Yeah, that's how Miles was brought up.
Summer's vacation, man. Here's breakfast. go outside, come back in for lunch, and I don't want to see you again all day. And
I remember
we were outside all the time, but times changed and we can't do anything about it. And how's your beer?
Well, now it's like child abuse.
Yeah. Go outside and play.
Yeah.
Well, we're going CPS. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. What, hey, well, we got a complaint that you force your kids to go outside and get fresh air. Yeah, motherfucker. We did.
Yeah. Tough shitties. Yeah. It's unbelievable. But yeah, like I chose to just go in the woods. My parents would have been fine letting me watch, like play video games or whatever. But like I was just like, no, we're gonna go in the woods. We're gonna do this. We're gonna build a tree fort, all that kind of shit. And then once I got into basketball, that's all I was doing is playing basketball. All I was doing. Can't really tell, but this, I've probably had a million beers in my life. This is the one I think I'm struggling with the most to get down.
All right, mine's gone. So
it's not that it doesn't taste bad. It's just like, it's just very heavy. But yeah, I'm done.
I don't understand this one.
All right.
Mine is called Gnome. Nobody sits with me. Nobody sits with me. Is it a play on words? There's a fucking gnome.
I did like that can.
Sweet beer. He's got a fucking frothy mug. There's a mushroom on the table made out of wood. He's very crafty. His hat hangs to the right, unlike me. This is another one from Resurgence Brewery. That's Buffalo. Where's this first one from? Steve Austin one. El Segundo, which I imagine is California.
El Segundo.
I left my wallet in El Segundo.
I have.
And then the last one I had, whatever the fuck that one was a, what do you call it? Yeah, Kelly. I figured as much.
I have a Rogue Combat Wombat. Great name.
Yeah.
Great name.
Say that 10 times drunk.
They have a like a star chart to tell you like what it is. Like, is it tart? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it whatever? This is 99% fruit, 99% tart, and a little sweet. So again, I'm motherfucking my stomach.
So mine is a Belgian table beer. 4.7, 4.5.
Yeah, so
basically a Busch.
I think we need to score the alcohol content next time.
What do you mean?
Like, just so we can see, because every one of them is different. Well, ideally, next time we have the same beers. We talk about each beer. So I had a 9.
But we went over this. I kind of like that we have different beers.
True. Okay, so I had a 9.
It's kind of a neat thing. You had a 9%?
Yeah.
I used to put it all on the board behind me, but then I got drunk and you couldn't pay attention to what I did because my check marks weren't in the right boxes.
6.7. So yours is a 4.6?
Mine's 4.5.
4.5. Last one was?
Hang on. First one was 6.7.
Okay.
Last one was 6.3. I did look. One of them's an 8.5. So.
Good.
I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm saving that fucking milkshake one till last because if I throw up, I want it to be last. I at least want to get through 5. There's no point in me throwing up and calling it, throwing in a fucking towel. But all right.
Belgian so I'm at 22.4% so far.
So we're just adding it up.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys do last night? We had 62.3% beers.
We should get it like a bumper sticker, like when someone runs a marathon.
Oh, okay. So far, this. Hang on.
And you're at 17.5%.
And you're at what?
After this beer, it'll be 22.4%.
Okay. All right. I kind of like this one.
Yeah. So it's a Belgian table, so it's not as hoppy. It's a little bit more smooth, right?
It's smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at 4.5, it's not going to get you fucked up.
Oh,
Okay, I could definitely spend an afternoon at a brewery drinking a
Belgian
Belgian table beer.
dude.
Yes.
You can't like, dude, a good fucking brown ale, smooth. As
Hi
long as they
Heather.
don't fuck it up with a bunch of shit, you're good, man. Um,
I'm not getting all the comments here, but I see one from Hurt. I took it easy on the ABV for you and didn't give you. I don't mind the high octane ones. I really don't. It's the taste. It can't be fucking overwhelming.
so this last one
If
was
anybody
9%.
knows me that we're walking into a party, I'm bringing a 30 pack and it's going to be gone in a few hours. I'm going to rage and party with the beers. I don't want to sit there and spend an hour drinking one beer. But this is actually good.
So that one, which I love, Lagunitas. So it's one of my favorite craft beer companies, but it was not as flavorful as, let's say, a regular Lagunitas IPA.
Yeah.
It wasn't as hoppy, so it didn't have like the bubbles or whatever. The carbonation level was lower. There was just nothing to like sink my teeth into on that one. So that, like, it was 9%. Didn't feel like a 9% beer, which is great, but it was just hard to get through because there's no reason to keep drinking it other than my trauma.
My internal trauma.
Combat Wombat. This beer tastes like dog shit, but this is probably one of the cooler cans I've ever seen in my life. That's a great looking can.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And it's not that it tastes like, I bet you 9 out of 10 people would love this taste. I don't like sweet beers. I don't like sweet mixed drinks.
Really?
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan at all, my friend.
I love going to weddings and having a good bartender that knows how to make a very good Tom Collins.
I don't know if I've ever had Tom Collins.
I'm not sure what's in it, but I feel very sophisticated ordering one. And I know there's like gin and something else in it.
Vermouth,
and it
maybe?
Could be, I don't know, but it's
gay.
It is kind of gay. But it comes with like a cherry in it, and it comes in like a rocks glass, and you kind of feel cool drinking them, and everything. But they'll fuck you up, and that's the whole point of being at a wedding is to fuck you up. But I'm trying to think of what it's almost like a whiskey sour, almost.
Okay, yeah,
which are good, but again, you can't drink too many of them because it makes your mouth all raw and your gut rot, and like you said, too sweet.
So I think somebody that, let's say we go out for old fashions.
I've had one of them, and I think I've had 2 Manhattans in my life.
Yeah. I've had probably a billion old fashions, but
because you have issues with alcohol.
Sure. Issues. No, I got money and time and tolerance. I'm good.
Equals issues.
So there's this one, and every bartender is different in the way that they make them. Like even at the same establishment.
Correct.
So, for example, if you ever go to Rick's on Main, I don't know if it's still the same 2 bartenders, but the older guy, super funny, balding. I think he's worked there for 20 years. I think Rick's on Main used to be a wedding dress shop. So since they changed to a restaurant, he's been there. He makes a dynamite old fashioned. And if you order from the girl, typical East Aurora girl, doesn't wear makeup, super hot though still.
Chef freckles.
Out of your league the second she gets out of bed in the morning, because every East Aurora girl is pretty much unattainable.
What the fuck?
She makes a decent old fashioned. You can't go wrong there with the old fashioned game. But if you can order one from him, it's better. Even though it's the same process, he does it differently. Yeah. Sometimes they put a little too much sugar in there. I don't like it that sweet. I call old fashions at my house. It's a rocks glass, and you do bourbon up to here, couple ice cubes, a little bit of water, and maybe put a cherry in there. That's what I call old fashioned in my house. And bitters, there's different types of bitters. Orange bitters, you'd think is great because you put a fucking orange peel or orange rind on an old fashioned. It changes the whole flavor palette on it. Orange bitters fucks it up. Makes some sense to me. You put bitters in it.
I remember the first time I was offered a Manhattan, and it was after drinking most of the day and whatever. And some of the old timers were having a Manhattan, and like, you want one? And I'm like, fuck yeah, why not? And like, just so you know, this should take you about 2 hours to drink. This is a sip and drink. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's fucking like rum and Coke, right? They're like, no, sip this. It's like handing somebody, like, my bottle of moonshine. Take a sip or two and be done with it.
Moderation.
Yeah. So I'm like, I actually listened, and I sat there all sophisticated and shit and drank my old fashioned and everything. I'm like, or my Manhattan. And I'm like, and it punched me right in the mouth. I'm like, how the fuck do you guys drink 3 of these?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was good, but I understand. And we know we're not slow drinkers. We don't have time for that shit. Let's get drunk, drink more beer, and then put more beer on top of those beers, and we'll see what happens.
There's some weird Truman Show thing I get in my brain where I think people are marveling at how fucking amazing I am at drinking.
Yeah.
And truth be told, no one gives a fuck.
I honestly would love some Saturday afternoon in the summertime. You come up.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully when we buy our new house and we're out in the country, let's make Manhattans.
Yeah. We should hire a bartender.
Just to make us beers for the day, or drinks for the day.
Yeah.
Sit around and drink Manhattans slowly like gentlemen and smoke good cigars all day.
Done.
Maybe do some skeet shooting?
Yes. Because nothing says America like
and I'm fucking 100% serious. I know I got friends that have the fucking the automatic, the launchers. I mean, not the professional ones, but the ones you just cock yourself and just somebody pulls the string, and we just sit there and skeet shoot, smoke cigars, and drink Manhattans, and listen to some fucking old rock and roll music, and just act like gentlemen.
I can't believe how great of a day that would be. That'd be amazing.
Hopefully, Brenda, next summer we're moving. Getting the fuck out of here.
Is that this summer?
No, next summer.
So a year and a half.
Because next summer. Because this summer already passed, so it's next summer. Summer coming up.
So this is
See, it's not 23 yet, bro. It's still 22.
But this is like a contextual question, I would say. So if I say, hey, I'm coming up next Friday, which is because today's Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday would be today, in my opinion. Next Friday would be next week.
Yeah.
And you're moving.
I'm moving next summer. When is the next summer, Chris?
But hold on.
Chris, hang on. When is the next summer you're gonna occur? When is the next summer you're gonna encounter?
In the future.
When? Please tell me when. Please.
This coming summer.
Please tell me the year.
23.
Okay. Next summer.
Dude, I was signing a check the other day. I didn't even know what year it was. I think I put 23.
What's a check?
I deal in hard. I'm Marty Bird. But hey, hold on. If I say on Wednesday I'm coming up Friday, that still means I'm coming up on Friday because it's Wednesday.
Correct.
Then if I say I'm coming up next Friday, that would be not. Yes.
A week and a half. Yeah. Next
so
Friday.
I think my weekly breakdown doesn't jive with your yearly.
You're reaching, and it's great. But yes, Brenda, we're looking to move the spring of 2023.
It's a little bit too much details.
Why?
Just being a cunt.
So I have my propane heater going down here, and Chris is always like, you got to open the door. I can smell it upstairs. I'm like, great. So I cracked the door open, but the wind, it's getting windy as fuck. So the wind pushed it open, so it's getting really cold down here. So I'm like, well, I got one of those hotel room door lock things back here.
Eyeball.
So I'm like, fuck yeah. I go, this is perfect. I'll close the door, put the lock on, open the door. It can't open anymore.
Sure.
Guess what's going to happen? I'm going to have to pee and I'm not going to be able to figure out how to get out of this door.
Just force it
and
out.
I'm going to just piss all over the wall.
Oh yeah, we can go to Andrew's house. He's in West Virginia. It's a good halfway point. And shoot shit.
All right, so there's the other thing. I want to drink Manhattans. I want to skeet shoot.
Okay.
I want to smoke cigars.
Okay. Human trafficking.
Oh, no.
Sorry, jump the gun.
I want to get...
Fucked by a guy.
I want to get tannerite and blow the fuck out of something, like an old fridge.
Okay.
I would love to do that.
I do know someone with a 50 cal sniper rifle.
Okay. I would like to shoot that.
Okay.
One time, I would love to shoot a 50 cal.
He's closer to Batavia Downs, like in between Buffalo and Batavia.
Set it up.
Worth the drive.
Set it up.
Worth the drive. He also, every once in a while, has a pig roast, and he may or may not use his 50 caliber gun to take down the pig for the pig roast.
So there's not much roast left.
Well, you got to shoot him right behind the ear.
Okay, so let's do this.
Okay.
Let's plan a pig roast.
Okay.
Let's skeet shoot.
Okay.
Drink Manhattans, smoke cigars, and get a brick. Or I guess you don't really need too much tannerite because it goes boom and then shoot something.
What's funny is when people blow something up with tannerite and like the fridge door detaches and comes back at them a billion miles.
You saw that video, right?
Yeah.
The guy that blew up the fridge and he's standing by those trees.
And he almost
shoots it and the whole thing blows up and he turns sideways and the fucking door goes blowing by him.
Yeah.
And they're all like, we almost died. I'm like, and that fucking fridge or stove or whatever was a mile away.
Yeah. We could easily set something very, very fun up. Okay, I'm in. We need to hire that bartender from Neighbors, who obviously has problems.
Obviously, the last time we were there, she didn't even want to talk to us.
Sure. I wouldn't either. We'd look too dangerous. We're friends with a midget. We're friends with a midget that's good at golden tea.
All right. So we do all this. Mm-hmm. We hire a bartender. Then we hire the midget to bring us the drinks. He's got to wear a little butler costume. I
was going to say he has to have some sort of top hat on. Or else what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
We'll just go get there's got to be some, like my son died from getting bit by bees.
What is this? The fucking Macaulay Culkin movie? Fuck, I'm so mad I can't think of the name of
My
that.
Girl.
My Girl. I'm like, I knew that girl.
His name was Henry, I think, right? Henry, right?
I don't know what his name was, but it's all I remember is he died from a bee sting. Why are we laughing about this?
That's you fucking don't kick a bee out.
But we have to, like, if we're gonna do this, and like, I'm saying we, as in you and me, we like have to wear like the fucking hunting boots.
Yeah.
And the fucking plaid shirt with the fucking hunting vest with the bullets. And the fucking the hat.
I want to look like I fell out of fucking a Field and Stream magazine.
I want to look like they did almost in Wedding Crashers.
We should have like a fucking eagle or like a person. We have to start doing those videos where like it's the audio. So we have to film that where it's me and you walking through the woods with guns. And
we gotta find somebody with a double barrel shotgun that just the one that breaks in half.
Yeah,
that's the one we need just for a prop too.
I think I have one at my mom's house.
I'm pretty sure my uncle definitely has those.
I don't know if that thing is like. I gotta find someone to take my dad's guns to see if they're still safe. I assume they are. I mean,
just put a bullet and just pull a trigger, dude. Find out. I gotta pee.
I'll have to like rig it like
figure it out.
Fucking Wile E. Coyote type thing.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
I mean, my face already looks like it's exploding. God damn. Never get an infection in your face. Not recommended. Would not recommend. I'd give it 2 stars on Google. I look like, what's that sad, like droopy dog? Huckleberry Hound? That's what I look like. I have jowls now. I look like Kanye after he got shot, but before he turned into a fucking black Nazi. Like the good old days. Not that I know anything about Kanye, but seems to... Him and Antonio Brown are losing their fucking minds. Hurt. I'm not going to not get slapped in the face by dicks. That's what I enjoy. And that's what I will continue to do.
So I have a couple guilty pleasures about like certain reality TV shows.
If you say Vanderpump Rules, I'm going to drive up there and punch you in the face. I don't even know if that's
that was one of them.
Okay.
But we started watching this Southern Charm show. I think they were down in Charleston.
I'm going to fucking kill you, motherfucker.
Storm Shadow. Suck a dick, Storm Shadow. Charleston, South Carolina.
This is a bitch. Charleston's one of my favorite cities of all time. Yes.
So they're down in that area, and again, Southern shit and whatever.
Do you know who lives there?
One of the guys did polo.
Do you know who lives there?
Who?
You'll be at a bar, randomly, Bill Murray, sit right down next to you.
Oh, nice.
We need to go find him.
Not like in Zombieland.
That's always a trivia question, by the way, if you're ever at trivia.
So anyhow,
go ahead.
One guy does polo, so they all have like bourbon tastings and all this shit going on, and everybody dresses fancy and shit. But the one day they did what we were talking about.
Fucking.
They went to one of the dudes' parents is super rich.
Sorry.
and they went to their property, and that's what they did. They skeet shot.
Yeah.
And they all dressed up, all fancy and shit, and they drank fancy drinks. They had a little fucking bartender. They did have a bar and a bartender. And like all the girls were like almost Kentucky Derby kind of gowns.
Yes.
All fancy.
Wonderful.
Well, one girl's like, I want to shoot guns. So she wore like riding pants and the boots and like a vest and everything. She was like, I want to shoot guns with the dudes. And she just partied with them. But I'm like, that's the kind of shit that I would love to have, like one of those parties where we have land. Even if we do it down to the creek.
Sure.
We really can't blow anything up with tannerite down there because it's kind of confined, and I don't want to fuck up my parents' camper.
Sure.
But we can definitely shoot guns down there. We can definitely drink fucking Manhattans. We can definitely dress up. We can definitely have a midget in a top hat. I think he's got to wear tuxedo hat, top hat.
I want the tails.
A stovepipe hat.
Yes.
Tails.
Yes, for sure.
And
no
a fucking black thong.
I love how I concede to yes. I do think.
How much do you think we have to pay Peter to do that? Say, listen, dude, all you got to do is bring us drinks.
$100.
I think it's going to be more than that.
No.
But then we got to let him just get fucked up after that. At a certain point, you're like, dude, you're off duty. Get hammered. Let's party.
He can get drunk during. As long as my drinks don't fucking slow down. Daddy's got a problem.
Okay.
I'll kick him right in his black thong. I don't give a fuck.
No, that's
like Mark Wahlberg.
And
I'll
listen,
tell your mother.
If the fucking drinks slow down, it's a midget tossing contest now.
Oh, for sure. And with a thong, you can get right in there.
Oh, yeah. It's like a slingshot, dude.
Yeah. I think...
Grandpa's asshole.
You know, we should start with this podcast.
we should start not doing this anymore.
It's very true. We should do something called Misogynist Day, which is like right along the lines of what you're doing. But like, we get to hire the people and not hear about it. You know what I mean? Let's say we hire a hot bartender. The bartender at the one pool party. Super hot. Very fun. It's not like we didn't run off in the house with her. It was just nice to look at.
She went in the house, puked on the floor, and fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll get our own drinks now.
Yeah. She sucked at pouring drinks anyways, but she was cute.
Isn't that the whole
We get to pick what our wives wear as well. Because it's Misogynist Day.
Huh.
And they're not even allowed to They're not even allowed to say anything condescending to us.
You can't. Yeah, you can't say a
It's
fucking word.
misogynist day, or else you get kicked out. We'll have the midget leg sweep him.
He just walks up, sticks his thumb in the side of his thong, snaps that bitch, and it's like just starts pointing.
He takes out his handcuffs and puts
stubby
them on
little
her finger
like this. Get out.
He puts handcuffs on his wrist and slaps them around Tinya's finger because he's little. Get it?
Why are we the way we are?
I don't know.
No, I'd love to say that it's the craft beer that we're like 25% alcohol.
Our phone calls are the exact same way.
No different if we were drinking Busch Light and bourbon. This train would have definitely went off the tracks.
Well, I did send you that thing the other day about the.
Yo, we gotta hammer this one. We're at $1.40.
About the Lakota, the Lakota Indian tribe. They had people in there that were called like the sacred clowns. Like their job was to make fun of the strongest warrior and make fun of the chief and make fun of these people. So if you got made fun of, you could actually be, you wouldn't have ego. It's our job. I think it's my job in life is just to make fun of everything, be critical.
That's how I cope.
Yeah. If I'm not making fun of you, I don't like it.
I'm pretty sure that's just kind of the way that we roll.
Yeah.
You know, if we're making fun of you and making jokes at your expense and you're laughing, we're laughing, guess what? At the end of the night, we're all friends.
So I found this thing on my computer and then we can get out of here after this one. And then we'll be right back. I'm going to take a pee break and probably number 2 that's going to sound like a hard one. I found this program on my computer that what are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Okay. I found this thing on my computer that it does movie trailers. So our new intro is going to be a movie trailer, but I want to have Olivia read something that I write, but I also want to bleep out certain things.
I wanted to do that with all, but I wasn't sure how to time the beep.
No, just have her read a word that sounds like the beginning of the word that you want to like fencing instead of fucking. And then I can bleep the after the f part.
Yeah.
So that's what I intend to do. Okay. But yeah, there's a whole intro I want to do, and it's very like action packed. It's so stupid.
Yeah. But Brady hit me the it's party time, baby, the other day. He wrote me right into it. Like usually, nice. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, well, chicken butt. And then the other day, he said somebody said something. I'm like, what time is it? He's like, it's party time, baby. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Mike, the other day, Max is sitting around. He's like, hey, so how old do I have to be to drink beer? I'm like, legally 21. He's like, but when are you going to let me drink beer? I'm like, I don't know, like 12, 13. I don't know.
Has he ever had a beer?
I don't know.
Brady's been drinking since he was 1. It's my dad's fault. Well, and by drinking, I mean he's had a sip here and there.
Yeah.
He loves it. Light. Fucking loves it, dude. If I leave my beer sitting around, I walk in the living room, he's just fucking slamming. I'm like, dude, CPS is coming.
We were out at this bar I texted you about in Ann Arbor called the Worst Bar, WURST. They do like hot dogs and shit. I don't know. And my father-in-law sees that they have Stroh's beer.
What?
Yes, like they sell Stroh's beer. Yeah, that's the place I was texting. I'm like, dude, they have like PBR lights. What is this? And the guy's like, oh no, it's mislabeled. And I was like, God damn it.
I even Googled. I'm like, wait, I think I've heard of this, but I'm like, no, they don't have it.
So he orders a Stroh's, and they give me a sip of theirs, and it made my fucking head spin because I remember tasting my dad's beer in like 1987, and I was like, why does he even fucking drink this shit?
Oh,
and still Stroh's still tastes like that. I just sound like fucking
Stroh's, Peels, Jobel, all that shit.
Jobel.
Tastes like fucking cold clam juice. It was
terrible. My dad would rifle down Jobel.
Yeah. Yo, it's global. No,
It's gold.
motherfucker, class it up. It's Jobel.
It's Target, you bitch. All right. We'll take a poo break, throw up break probably. And we'll be back.
I'm not
going to
there
actually
yet.
move my
Thankfully,
desk to our
these three were
podcasting destination as well. So
whatever. So I'm good. I might have a bush light in between here, listen to some music, and
yeah, we'll
get
be back
ready for the next hour and a half of the end of my life after these ones hit hard.
After this one, insanity ensues.
So hopefully it's not too late for you assholes. It's 10:45 on the East Coast. So, yeah, we'll be back in like 10.
Yeah.
Hurry up and shit your brains out and get back.
I don't know if it's a poopy. I think it's just going to be a pee-pee.
Hopefully it's just a fart, just some gas, because all the CO2 we've been
with what's happening to me lately. I don't trust a fart in pants. I fart over open water, and that's it. That's it. So, all right, we'll be back. Weird Beer 4, part 2.
Duh.
Part duh.
It's going to be part duh.
Okay, I'll change the graphic too. All right, we'll be back in 5. All right. 15. Later. Who gives a fuck?